Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashem, Raha Kodash, Barakatam, and the water Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahushai, for the spirit and truth. All right, Yahweh, that's the Heavenly Father's holy true powerful name, which the word even calls God. And Yahushai, that's the holy true powerful name of his only begotten Son, which the word even refers to as Jesus Christ. All right, double honors to my apostles, the others of great millstone, who were well and taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Barakatam. Salutations to the Zaquanium, Akim, across the four corners of the earth. All right, also the confusion of faith brothers that's teaching this truth and sincerity, faith, and in all honesty. Also, Shalom, Wahawatam, Lahabahayim, sorry, Allah, which is peace and love to the Lord's elect. All right, I'm the brother Kwame Yashala from JMS St. Petersburg, Florida, that camp out here in St. Pete. All right, and pretty much through the spirit, before I go any further on this lesson, through the spirit and probably about Shai, I just want to say the reason why I'm going live on the main channel is because my channel has been flagged, all right, from a video that I did a couple months ago. All right, so pretty much the spirit is heavy right now, all right, on being perfectly imperfect. All right, the reason why you see a lot of brothers that's standing up and fighting a good fight of faith, all right, is because we understand that we are perfectly imperfect and depending on the spirit, depending on Yahawashi, all right, we're perfect in the spirit, all right, but the flesh, all right, we're going to have faults, man. All right, the flesh is weak, all right, that's the whole fight. The scriptures tell you the flesh is against the spirit, all right, so that ye cannot do the things that ye will, all right, so there's going to be faults within us in the flesh, but in the spirit, we're perfect, man, you see, and this is why the Most High, Yahweh, will put us through certain things, all right, and he would have certain things happen to us. And this video is for myself first and foremost, and for the younger Akim out there that's going through the same thing. All right, the Lord will do certain things or afflict you a certain way, or put you through something, all right, so that it can make you, all right, okay, so that it can perfect you, all right, so that you can be tried and refined, all right, because that's the fire that we're going through, man. All right, it's better to go through it spiritually, all right, before the physical fire comes. You know, and it's a beautiful thing for the Lord to do that, because the scriptures tell you the Lord will chastise those whom he loves. All right, so it'll be particular things that will happen to us. All right, okay, but the Lord, all right, is in control of it, man. You know, and it's all to humiliate and to keep us humble, because we need Yahawashi. Through Yahawashi, all right, through Yahawashi, who the word even calls Jesus Christ, all right, the chief, the second in command, all right, on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father. All right, we have the victory, man. All right, through Yahawashi, we can do all things, man. Through Yahawashi, the elect is perfect because they believe on him, man. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna just go through the spirit, all right, and bring out a few precepts, and I'm gonna get out of here. So this is the etymology of the word imperfect. All right, it says sinful, immoral. All right, not complete. All right, and that's pretty much the point. This flesh is sinful. All right. Immoral, all right, and we're not complete, all right, but through the spirit we're whole, man. So that's why we fighting the good fight of faith, that believing that through the spirit we're going to obtain salvation, you see. And Apostle Paul spoke of that, man, all right, and I'm gonna get that account, all right. This is Romans chapter 7 verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. So there it is, man. All right. The law itself is spiritual. And that's why we have the law of faith. You can't see faith, man. All right. But faith is a gift. Faith is actually believing that he is. All right. Yahawashi is with us right now. Okay. But what, we are sold under sin. So brothers is going to go off on certain things. But what? It's like Elder Yashua said on this last video. It's about getting up. You know, which pretty much motivated me to do this lesson, man. You know, it's not about you falling. It's about, can you arise? Can you get up? Are you still going to fight? Because a lot of people don't get up, man. See, but the elect man would fight. The elect of Jacob, because Jacob, all right, name was changed to Israel because he fought whatever, he wrestled with an angel, man. So Jacob, hey man, help for crying out loud. Jacob was fighting in the womb. So how much more us? Did not Apostle Paul say, I have fought the good fight of faith? All right. Do not the scriptures say strive for the truth? Okay. our members warring between themselves, roughly to say. All right, no man at war entangleth himself. What is that talking about? These are talking about us going through the hardest fight, which is fighting ourselves, man. Okay. And one of the things that I could think about off the spirit is the movie Afro Samurai. Okay. The whole time before he would go into a fight or a battle, the flesh was there, man. You know, the energy, that negative energy was always there. That doubt was always there. You know, hold on, Afro, you going in like this? Man, they 20 deep. He was like, I'm telling you, man, you need to back out right now. And what would Afro Samurai always say? Shut up. Okay? And what? He would go off of faith. He would go off of him believing in himself, man. Okay? Because what? He was striving and fighting for that #1 headband, man. You see? And that's pretty much what we're doing through the spirit. We're fighting for that #1 slot. Many are called, but few are chosen, you know? So we're fighting to go and receive that crown of life. That's why the scripture say, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is a trial, man. A majority of our people have already lost. They gave up. Okay? But for us to understand, that's the fight, man. You know? And that's why we have the gift of faith. All right? So jumping down to the point, Romans chapter 7, verse 18. For I know that in me, that is, all right, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. So that's the point. In the flesh dwelleth no good thing. Why? Because it is imperfect. The etymology of the word imperfect meaning what? It is sinful. It is immoral. All right. It's also not complete. And do not the scriptures say the whole head is sick? All right. Hey, did not YAHAWASHI say, he that is whole need not a physician? So we're not complete. You see? We are imperfect, man. And this is why we are dependent on the spirit. We need YAHAWASHI. We need YAHAWASHI to come back. All right? So that he can put everything at its perfect estate, at its first estate. Okay? And that's going to be that judgment, man. Okay? Whether it's the good, all right? Okay, or whether it's the bad, YAHAWASHI is going to, he was given that angelic authority, all right, to do so, man. But what? We have to maintain that integrity, man. Okay, because the majority of our people already lost. They're not fighting it, man. You see? They are actually indulged in it. But the scriptures say, blessed is a man whom the Most High have not imputed iniquity. That would be the elect, okay, whose sins are forgiven. All right? So we are perfectly imperfect, man. All right? It says, now then, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. All right? So that's the point, man. All right? In the flesh dwelleth no good thing. The scriptures tell us that our righteousness is filthy. But what does it say? Rehearse the righteous acts, man. Okay? Because our righteousness that we have on us is the righteousness of YAHAWASHI. Okay? And that's because the Most High loved us so much. All right, he loved the nation of Israel, and he would keep the covenants of our forefathers. All right, and the covenant that he made with King David. All right, in the house of David, that he sent his only begotten son. All right, to take on the form of a flesh to condemn sin. Okay, so that we can be brought back nigh unto the Most High and be a nation of kings and priests, that we shall reign on the earth, according to the Revelations, the 5th chapter, man. You see? Which is the promise, according to Exodus, the 19th chapter, all right, being fulfilled through YAHAWASHI. Okay? So it says, verse 18, for I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. Kind. And that's the point, man. Okay? To do good, we gonna fight it, man. All right? You're going to fight. Why? Because this flesh, all right, is weak. All right, this flesh, whatever it see it want, it gotta have. Okay, this is why certain brothers, we go through certain things, man. Okay, because we all have our imperfections, we all have our flaws in this truth, but that's in the flesh. We all are perfect in the spirit, and that's relying on the spirit. That's why brothers can say we have 144% truth, you know, or 100% truth. Because at the end of the day, this ain't about us. This is about us being ministers, all right, of the gospel, okay? Ministers, all right, to the house of David, okay? The scriptures tell you in the book of Ephesians, matter of fact, let's grab that through the Spirit, okay? And I'm going to quote something that Elder Yahawah said a long time ago through the Spirit. I was watching one of his videos, you know, through the Spirit. You know, the Spirit hopped on him and he said, if you want to talk about flaws, or if you want to talk about flaws in the flesh, we can go all day. Flaws of man, we can go all day. All right, because at the end of the day, this is why we are cleaving unto the words, because this flesh is sinful. This flesh is dying daily. But the Spirit is living, man. In the Spirit is life and peace. Okay? So let's see, Ephesians, I know it's Ephesians 4. All right? So let me get this real quick. Matter of fact, I'm going to just hold this and I get it from the source, or I get it from the Bible Hub. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, the flesh is set against the Spirit, man. And we're going to go off. All right? But that's the thing, man. The scriptures tell you, let go from the mortal thoughts and let not your sins weigh you down. And that's the fight, man. Which a lot of men give up on, man, because they're not building up in the Spirit. See? Ephesians chapter 4, verse 12, it says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, you see, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach. So for the perfecting of the saints, man, okay? For grace and mercy is to the saints, okay? And the Most High have care for his elect. Shall not he avenge the elect that cry unto him day and night? Mark those that sigh and cry for all the abominations to be done. Okay? Why? Because they are all things that are written aforetime for our learning. They are in the same mind state that Lot was in. And that's why the scriptures say the Most High delivered just Lot, who was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. Okay? This is why scripture, if for the elect's sake, or no flesh would be saved. All right. So the Lord had to leave a remnant of men, all right, who would depend on the Spirit and rely on the Spirit of YAHAWASHI, rely on that through their faith and believing on Him, and that through that faith, all right, the Lord is going to make His second appearance. Okay, but it's to the perfecting of the saints, and that links right back up with Revelations the 7th chapter. You see. Okay, the 144,000 coming into us in complete seal. All right, ultimately the 1/3 also, man. Okay, because what? Chiefly that is the body of Hamashiach. That's the body of Hamashiach, man. You see, that's why the Lord told us that the servant is not greater than his master. Just like Yahawashi suffered through much tribulation, shall we enter. And brothers is gonna go through certain things, man. All right, brothers is gonna have certain things happen to them. Speaking to myself first and foremost, all right. But like Elder Yahawah said in his last video, all right, if you stumble over what happened in the flesh, all right, you will be consumed or overcome by the flesh, rather than realizing who that man is in the Spirit, because we're all being chastised. All right, we're all going through that straight gate. Okay, so this is for us to actually look at everything spiritually, man. You know, the Lord would do certain things to a brother because that brother need that. All right, that brother going off on that, man. So the Lord going to but what? He chastised those whom he loved. All right. So the Most High is going to use that so that he can be perfect. But through what? Through him being humiliated or humbled, man. Brought low. You see? Broken and of a contrite spirit, man. You see? Imperfect, man. All right. So that he can be made whole. All right. So that he can be perfected, man. Through the belief of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay. The faith of Mashiach. Okay. So yeah, that's it on that. So now I'm gonna go to the point here. Romans chapter 8. I'm gonna do a little jumping around here. Romans chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh. You see? So this is why our forefathers. This is why we are going through the things that we're going through, because the law that was given to our forefathers, it was made weak through the flesh. You see, this is why we are suffering the consequences, because our forefathers did not keep the whole law. But it's impossible to keep the whole law in the flesh. That's why the Lord came on the scene, man. See, that's why he was prophesied. The scripture, when you read the scriptures, it say the deliverer shall come, or an ensign shall be lifted, or out of the stem, out of the root of Jesse, or out of the stem of Jesse, a root, all right, or he shall save his people from their. These things were prophesied in the Old Testament concerning the Savior. And who was that? That's YAHAWASHI. Because through him is the new covenant established by his blood. All right, and that's how the elect is perfect, man. Because he said, those that, St. John 17, those that believe on me through their word, man, you see? So it's just a beautiful thing to actually understand that through the faith and believing in YAHAWASHI, we are perfect, man, okay? In the spirit, not in the flesh. Because the flesh and blood cannot receive the kingdom, okay? So we're going to make it out of here through the spirit, through the righteous spirit that's inside of us, man, okay? And a lot of people stumble at that because they are looking at the body. They are looking at the outward appearance. Okay? But the elect have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, man. All right? So it says, for what the law, Romans 8:3, for what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh. You see that? So Yahweh, all right, the Heavenly Father sent his own. That's love, man. That's love, man. So when you read Revelations, the 5th chapter, and it says, and I saw, oh man, it's so beautiful. Matter of fact, through the Spirit, let's get it, man. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. All right, let's go. Revelations chapter 5, verse 1. And I saw at the right hand of him that sat on the throne, all right, a book written within, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loosen the seals thereof. All right, so that man can understand what's written in the Bible. Because what? A long time have these words and the true understanding been sealed. When you read about in the book of Daniel, man, the 7th chapter, man. You see? It's like the 12th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. It says, but close up the book, all right, and seal it until the end. All right, roughly this, even in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. All right, it speaks about that, man. Okay. So it says, verse 3, and no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon, including me, including all of us, man. You see, none of us are worthy. You see. So if you want to talk about flaws in the flesh, we can go all day, because nobody's worthy, man. But through the believing on YAHAWASHI, the elect, all right, are going to get out of here, man. You see, through the belief of YAHAWASHI, we are made perfect, man. You see, through believing on YAHAWASHI, all right, we're going to be joint heirs, man. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, if we suffer with him, we shall be glory with him, man. We shall be in glory with him, man. See, what did the Lord suffer? A prophet is not worthy in his own house. Yeah, you might have your mother might believe or whatnot, or your brother might, but that's it. Your whole family believing, oh, hell no, you ain't gonna see that, man. Even Job said, I am an alien in my own household, man. Okay? He suffered that, man. You see, and he even told us that a prophet is not worthy in his own house, man. Why? Because they was looking at the flesh. They said, is this not the carpenter, man? You see? When YAHAWASHI was on the scene, all right, his own people, scripture said in the book of St. John, I think the 6th or the 7th chapter, it said he went no more into Galilee, I think, or into one of the cities because there was no faith. All right? So when YAHAWASHI left, he left because he had work to do, man. It was through the Spirit. You see? That's why he came on the scene. All right, so let's read this again in Romans chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh. So YAHAWASHI condemned sin, man. All right? He did it, ate it. That's the love of Yahweh. So that's why YAHAWASHI said, so that they can know that thou hast loved them as thou hast loved me. Did not YAHAWASHI say, and I lay down my life for the sheep? Okay? Did not YAHAWASHI give the parable in St. Matthew's, I think like the 11th or 21st chapter, one of those chapters? He said, is not he that is greatest at the table, him that eateth? He said, but I come unto you as the servant, man. Okay? So what? I said all that to say, YAHAWASHI is that corner, man. He's that stone, man. YAHAWASHI is, hey, he's that deal. He did the impossible. Okay? He laid down his life to condemn the sin, condemn the flesh. He laid down his sacrificial life, his precious life. Okay, the word was made flesh for the whole nation of Israel, chiefly the elect. All right, so this is why those that will come after him, okay, that will believe on him thousands of years later, which will be today, you see, will be the kingdom, all right, the kingdom of heaven. Those men, okay, those lively stones, all right, that will believe on that rock. He built his church. All right, so it's plain. All right, we're perfect in the spirit, but we're going to have flaws in the flesh. All of us are imperfect, man. Our righteousness is filthy, okay? But through the righteousness of YAHAWASHI, all right, our faith in YAHAWASHI, we are whole, man. We are perfect, man, okay? So that's why we're going to read it, but the Spirit wanted to come out, man. All right, the earnest expectation, all right, the Spirit maketh intercessions for us, man. You see? Yep, so that's it on that. Oh, yeah, let's get the point in Revelations chapter 5, verse 5. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Okay, because, hey, man, you can only imagine how he felt like. Bro, if this book don't get open, the whole nation is through. The scriptures tell you in the book of, I think it's Isaiah, one of you brothers know where it says, we should have been as Sodom if the Lord have not left. Oh, yeah, kind of book of Isaiah. Isaiah the 1st chapter, that's right. Through the Spirit, that's the Spirit. If the Most High have not left a remnant, we would have been as Sodom, and we would have been likened as Gomorrah, man, which is what? Destroyed, all right, by fire and brimstone, which America's going out by fire and brimstone, man. Thermonuclear fire. You see? So nothing is new under the sun, okay? So it's 144,000 lots here, man. You see? That are vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, including the 1/3. You see? Vexed. Okay? We have to live, we have to strive towards a righteous life, a perfect life in the imperfect flesh. You see? In the sinful flesh. That's why the scriptures say, blessed is that man whom the Most High have not imputed in it. And that's the fight, man. Okay? To have faith. To do certain things and maneuver a certain way in the world under the, Job 9:24, under the wicked, in a righteous mentality, man. Okay? In the mentality of a kingdom state, man. You see? A kingdom mentality, a winning mentality, a chosen elite mentality, man. Knowing that you're going to go through certain things, knowing that you're going to suffer in the flesh, but through the Spirit, we perfect, man. You see? So that's why the Lord is going to fight for us. What's that? 2 Thessalonians 1. Seeing it is a righteous thing, all right, to recompense them that trouble you, all right, and flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that obey not the gospel. How is the Lord coming back? Isaiah 66:15. For by fire and by his sword shall the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay? There's a sacrifice in Basra. The Lord is going to fight for us, man. Okay, so once again, if you want to talk about imperfections, we can go all day. Because what will be the need of YAHAWASHI if we were perfect? What will be the need for a physician if we were whole? The elect is sick, man. Okay? The whole head is sick, but only the elect realize that. Okay? Let's go. Revelation chapter 5, verse 5. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of YAHWAH, the root of David, okay, have prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof, man. All right? So let's get down to the point. Verse 9. And they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us. Another word for redeemed is what? When you think about being redeemed, all right, thy Redeemer liveth. Hey, did not Job say that in King David say that? I know that my Redeemer shall stand at the latter end. Did not YAHAWASHI speak through the mouth of his prophet Isaiah in the book of Isaiah and say that he said, in the end ye shall consider it? Okay? Hey, what the scripture say in Isaiah 44:8? Okay? Ye are even my witnesses, man. Is there a God besides me? No, I know not any. Okay? So the Heavenly Father, man, the Lord ain't no game. Okay? He's showing us right now that, look, I'm making my jewels up, man. Malachi 3:17. Okay? Hey, even Adolf Hitler said it, man. Hitler's confessing. I did a video on that a couple months ago through the Spirit. He confessed that America has God's precious jewels, his precious jewels. See? Hey, and that's the Spirit. The brother AHBAD in my camp just did a beautiful video on the second Exodus, man. All right. Hey, and what the Spirit has been heavy on going in on Esau. Okay? Because the scripture tells you in 2 Ezra 6 that Esau is the end of the world. Okay? St. Matthew's 24th chapter. It tells you that what? He shall gather his elect from the four corners of the earth. This gospel shall be preached across the four corners of the earth. Then shall the end come. Brothers out in Germany, okay, brothers out there, but you got brothers in India, brothers everywhere, man. You name it. Okay? And guess what? They didn't come to the apostles to get a breakdown. No, it's through the unicorn, man. It's through the internet, man. Okay? Alright? So the elect is being made up, man. Okay? Through the Spirit, we perfect, man. Again, through the Spirit, we perfect. But the flesh is imperfect, man. Okay? Going back to Romans chapter 8, verse 3. Because this precept heavy, man. Romans chapter 8, verse 3. It says, for what the law could not do, right, and the scripture tell you, if you break one law, you're guilty of all, man. Okay? So what the law could not do was what? Bring us life. The scripture tell you, this is the book of the law. In it shall make thy way prosperous or life. Okay? So the real prosperity doctrine is the keeping of the word. Okay? The keeping the law, man. Okay? We can't do that, man. Okay? This is why the scriptures tell you the just shall live by faith. By keeping the laws to the best of their ability and believing that on them keeping the laws to the best of their ability, they're going to make it, man. Okay? All right, Romans chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh. So that's a cut, man, to all you that say, God is a spirit or YAHAWASHI is a spirit. Of course. But did he not come down in the flesh? Did not he say he laid down his life for the sheep, man? Okay. Do not the scripture say in the book of John, the 1st chapter, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among his people? Okay. And they didn't receive him, but as many as received him, he made sons, all right, of the living power. All right. Okay, so once again, man, all right, you want to talk about flaws and imperfections and the things that men of the Lord are going through, well, that's everybody, man, okay? All right? But the elect is perfect through their faith, man, all right? Verse 5, for they that are after the flesh, verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. So there's a certain walk in this thing we have, man. You see? All right? And it's going to come with falling. A just man, another word for just is righteous. A just man falleth 7 times, man. But it's about you getting back up, man. It's about you being a spiritual punching bag for YAHAWASHI. Because what? The scriptures tell you that we are vessels, man. Okay? Shalom, all right? Okay? Being spiritual floor mats for YAHAWASHI. Being those vessels, man. Okay? All right? Vessels that YAHAWASHI is going to be glorified through. Okay? That's why scripture say, this honor have all the saints. Praise the Lord, man. Praise YAHAWASHI. Scripture say from one end to, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right? Because we praise the Lord and we do the things following the Spirit, man. Okay? All right? None of us are exempt from judgment. But through the faith, the righteous, all right, are scarcely going to be saved, man. Because our faith, us holding that integrity, us holding that to the end. That's why the Lord said, he that endured to the end, he ain't give no names. Okay, so ain't nobody saved, man. All right, the elect is going to endure. Whoever those men are, those forerunners, all right, some of them martyrs, some of them getting powers, all right, some of them being the standard being lifted, all right. Whoever those men, even coming into the 11th hour, man. Whoever the elect is, Lord's will. That's why we say Lord's will we are. Okay, whoever they is, they gonna overcome death. Okay, they are gonna overcome death like YAHAWASHI did, man. That's what made them perfect, man. By believing that. Okay, and the Lord is gonna have angels that's gonna provide for them and minister to them, according to Psalms 34:7. Okay. All right, so let's get this in Psalms real quick. You know, just a quick precept. All right, to make the point on glory. This is why the elect. Hey, the scriptures tell you in the book of Sirach, the saints shall praise His holy name, or the elect shall praise His holy name. God, let me see what the brother put real quick through the Spirit. Wisdom of Solomon 12:26. But they that would not be reformed by that correction wherein he dallied with them, or deal with them, Salakia, he deal with them, shall feel a judgment worthy of the Most High. So what? We are being reformed by that correction, man. You see? That's why the scriptures say the Most High have put us through a furnace of affliction. You know? All right, hey, it's better to be chastised now to actually have to go through a physical fire, man. You know? And guess what? We glory in our infirmities because we know that we are imperfect, man. And that's why you have to, the men of the Lord, all right, are the only ones that can accept humiliation, man. Okay? You know what type of spirit? You got to have a spirit on you to actually accept being humiliated, man, in front of a congregation of people for the Lord. Look at what YAHAWASHI went through, man. You know? Okay? Now you got the truth, you know, this truth version hitting it, CNN, Fox, wherever. All right? But guess what? It's going to come by the way of being demonized, man. And only the men of the Lord are going to hold their integrity because they know that they have the truth. Okay? To the law and to the testimony. They have the witness, man. You see? That's why the scriptures say in the book of Isaiah, for I and the children are set up as for signs and wonders in Israel, man. That's speaking about the elect. Because our faith is making us look crazy out here, man. But guess what? The crazy ones was right the whole time. Because the word crazy, or an etymology coming from the word craze, just means broken. So the broken-hearted ones was right the whole time. Because they knew that it was a higher power. So we already on a whole nother level, man. You see? Okay? And that's having tunnel vision, man. Okay? Seeing that we're perfect through the Spirit. Seeing that when YAHAWASHI coming back, we're going to be judged righteously, man. He's going to have mercy on us, and having that faith. All right, and why? Because we are doing the things. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments and feed my sheep. So we are doing the things that show that we love him, man. Okay? So you shouldn't be scared, man. You know, you should actually be happy. We should be happy that, hey, I'm getting jacked up for the Lord. He jacking me up because he love me, man. He beating my ass, putting me in this corner because he love me. You know? Damn, I'm losing this. He's stripping this from me because he love me, man. The Lord will take something away. It can be a woman, it can be a car, it can be whatever, man. The Lord can take something away from you, but it's not because he hates you. It's actually because he loves you, man. See, the things that are not seen are eternal. All right? So the Lord taking something away from you, he's focusing on you, man. He's dealing with you, you know? Because he wants you to be humble, and he wants you to stay low. He wants you to be grounded, man. All right? He don't want you to get exalted and think that you're the one running the show. Because then he's going to have to put you out. You know, and I'm speaking to myself, man. All right, first and foremost, man, I'm doing this video for me. Okay, I'm doing this video for myself because I know that what the Lord YAHAWASHI is, his judgment that he's doing to me. I know it's because he loves me, man. I know it's because I know it. But the scriptures tell you, feed my sheep. Brothers out there going through the same thing that don't know how to handle it. That's why the Lord set up men to teach them, man. See, and to be forerunners. All right. To be ministers. The word minister means to aid. All right? To aid to the body. Okay? Oh, yeah, Psalms 113. Okay, let's get this real quick. You know, spirit just taking off. Psalms 113, verse 2. Blessed be the name of YAHAWASHI from this time forth and forevermore. From the rising of the sun unto the going down of the same. Now, what does that mean? From the rising of the sun, brothers out there on the east, you see? From the going down thereof, brothers out here in the west countries. The scriptures speak about the Lord shall save his people from the east countries and from the west countries in the book of Zechariah, man. The 8th chapter, to be exact. Okay? And what? That is the mercy of the Lord gathering his elect. Okay? Because in his wrath, he smote us. The wrath of YAHAWASHI is our imperfections, man. Being God's on the planet Earth and we bugged out, through. Okay? On the bottom, done, finished. You would think that, okay? You wouldn't want to fight no more. Because what? You don't understand the mercy of the Lord. But the election have obtained it. We understand that through the Spirit, we're perfect, man. Through believing on the gospel, we're perfect. If we stay and hold fast and keep our hand on the plow, we perfect, man. Whether to live, we live for the Lord. Whether to die, we die for the Lord. We're perfect. Why? Because we are innocent, man. That's why the scripture say the righteous and innocent blood crieth out unto me daily in the book of 2nd Ezra, man. Okay? It's like Satan hindering. Software update. Okay? But through the Spirit, we're perfect, man. Okay? So you're going to see brothers go off and do certain things, all right? But that brother is forgiven through the Spirit. He's being chastised just like you. When you go off, the Lord chastise you. It's humiliating, man. We all are going through the process of humiliating, man. Being humiliated. And it's for perfection. The scriptures tell us that, man. Before honor comes humility. So the scriptures say, humble thyself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. All right? So when we going through things, it's supposed to make us more on fire. You know? Sirach, the water Akim. Sirach 39, verse 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners. Kindness, right, man? Hey, and the scriptures tell you that we know that all things were good to them that love the Most High. So our correction, our chastisement is actually beautiful because what? That is our obedience, man. Going through that straight and narrow, man. Okay? Being trimmed off, trimming the fat, man, you know? And brothers is going to have particular things that they do or go off in, but you have to understand it to look at the Spirit, man. Okay? And I'm saying that through the Spirit because that's what the Spirit is on, man. For myself. Okay? You know, even going all the way into the great flood that's coming in. Because there's a great flood coming in, man. Okay? And that great flood is going to come. It's going to be particular people that's coming in that's not going to look like Israelites, man. All right? There's going to be confusions of face. All right? There's going to be looking like the other nations. And there's going to be even like a malefactor when Yahawashi was on the scene, man. You see? He didn't put no work in. But what? The Lord told him that he was going to be with him in paradise. And he was sinful, man. And he was imperfect, man. Okay? But what? He was perfect because what? In that time, he believed on Yahawashi. And that should be your focus, man. That's why that fire didn't hit the 3 holy children. When you go into the prayer, okay, when it was blessing, they said, all ye saints, all right, they went into that prayer. Why? Because it said, matter of fact, let's get the importance, because I always think about that too, through the Spirit and power, Yahawashi. And through the Spirit got me wanting to bring this out too, so that brothers can keep that in the mind, you know, because I think about it all the time. All right, what they actually said that increased their faith. All right, it says this is the song of the 3 holy children. It says that's the point. I'm gonna start at verse 15. All right, the point is 16. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart, and this is right before they were thrown into the oven, man. All right, but listen to what they said, man. All right, through the Spirit, okay. Song in the song of the 3 holy children, 1 verse 15. Nevertheless, in a contrite spirit, Slakia, I'm gonna start verse 14. The spirit heavy. Neither is there at this time prince or prophet or leader or burnt offering or sacrifice or oblation or incense or place to sacrifice before thee, and to find mercy. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart and in a humble spirit, let us be accepted. Like as in a burnt offering of rams and bullocks, and like as in 10,000s of fat lambs, so let our sacrifice be in thy sight this day. And grant that we may wholly go after thee. For they shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee. Kind of, that's the point, man. They shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee, man. Okay? When have the righteous been cut off? When have the righteous been forsaken, man? Okay? The elect is going to prevail, man. Whoever they are. Okay? All right. So read that point again. It says, for they shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee. And what? You have to trust in the spirit, man. Okay? All right? And this not of the flesh. Okay? The scriptures tell you to be carnally minded is death. All right? Okay, so let's go back to, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close out. All right? This is Romans chapter 8, verse 20. Verse 19. It says, for the earnest expectation, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. This is the point. For the creature was made subject to vanity. And when you go into the etymology of the word subject, what does it mean? It means to be subdued, all right? Or to be under, all right? Okay? And what? The spirit, all right, is under this, or it also said to be in hell, right? To be in that condition, man. See? So what? We are in this flesh. See? So it says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, right? You go into the word vanity, it means of nothing, no, worthless, man. That's why the scriptures tell you our righteousness is filthy to the Most High, man. That's why he said, look, present your body as a living sacrifice, man. Okay? Hey, the scriptures tell you the whole duty of man is to fear him and keep his commandments, man. So we ain't doing nothing that we ain't supposed to be doing, brothers. You know? Okay, we might be looked at as crazy, but this is the truth, man. All right, this is what we're going to go through, shit, man. All right, our imperfections, all right, is going to be seen. But at the end of the day, our faith and our integrity is what's making us perfect, man. All right. So it says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly. All right. Sirach 36:16. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. The water. That's beautiful. Job 8:20. Behold, the Most High, YAHAWASHI, will cast away a perfect man. Salat will not cast away a perfect man, neither will he help the evildoers. Man. All right. So, and that's beautiful. It's always balanced, man. It's a balance with YAHAWASHI. It's beautiful, man. All right. The scripture say, though he falleth, all right, the Most High will uphold him with his right hand, man. You know. Okay. All right, because we're spiritual, man. You know, and the spirit is actually guiding us, man. The Lord is carrying us through this walk, through the valley of the shadow of death. The scriptures tell us that in the book of Ezekiel, he said, I have decked thee, man. He said, I have clothed thee, you know. All right, I formed thee, man, from the belly, okay? Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, man. You know, so the Lord is the one that is making up, man, that's been putting them out there on the corner and building them up in the spirit, all right, and refining them as gold and straightening them, all right, through their infirmities, man. See? Okay? Romans chapter 8, verse 21. Because the creature, verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. So the Lord subjected us in this flesh so that we can hope on him, man. All right. And what does the scripture say under that? Below it says, but if we hope for that which we see not, then do we with patience wait for it, man. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. And that's why we're fighting the good fight of faith, laying hold on eternal life, turning to the stronghold, the prisoners of hope. Why? Because we are prisoners of YAHAWASHI. The anchor of our soul is waiting on the Lord, man. The anchor of our soul is hoping for immortality, man, to be loosed, okay? From what? This flesh, okay? All right? Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning of the cause and the end of all evil. So like, let me read this again. I went off a little bit. Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning. And that's how we fell, man. Even King Solomon, man. All right, which in the spirit was YAHAWASHI. All right, who what? We read about in Wisdom of Romans, he condemned sin, the cause and the end of all evil. Man. All right, so we have to continue to fight, man, because this flesh is evil. All right, that's the biggest fight. But through it, we're perfect, and we're perfect through the Spirit, man. All right, we're perfect through our faith, man. Okay, not of our works. The Lord said, "I do this not for you, but for my name's sake." Okay, so the Lord put the Spirit on us so that He can be glorified. So that's why we always give all honor, praises, and glory to YAHAWASHI. Okay, for actually finding us a worthy vessel to put that water in so that the nation of Israel can drink. Okay? Scripture say that can a clay say to the potter, why hast thou, we blessed to be formed, to be in the truth. You know? And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. You know? Alright? Because at the end of the day, all Israel ain't got what we got, man. They don't got the faith. Alright? They can read, but they don't understand what they're reading, man. Okay? They can call on God, but they don't know His name. See? And we telling them that, man. You know? All right? So if you want to go for imperfections, you can go all day. But not everybody is perfect in the spirit, man. You see? That's the I chose them, man. You can't hate that, man. Most I chose them. I pray on one of those men amongst some of them. But at the end of the day, the Most High chose those men, man. You can't hate that. He chose that, man. He do whatever He will, okay? All right? It's the will of the Heavenly Father, okay? Romans chapter 8, verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together unto now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. And that's the point, man. We're waiting on that we already been adopted by YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? Through YAHAWASHI. All right? But we're waiting on the redemption of our body to be joint heirs, man, to actually be perfect, man. Okay? Going into Exodus, the 19th chapter, man. All right? To actually be that peculiar treasure. All right, that nation of kings and priests that the Heavenly Father likened, man. You know, all right, that He sought out from the beginning, before the foundations of the world. All right, that predestined, those that were predetermined. All right. So let me get the brother said, I'm gonna get up out of here. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6. For Yahweh, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts, right? In our hearts is what? Our mind, all right? To give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. Man. And did not, Apostle, that's beautiful, Apostle Paul, he said, have not I likened you as a woman, as a chaste virgin, okay? All right, do not the scriptures say in the book of Revelations that these are they which followed the Lamb whithersoever they went, for they are virgins? All right, what is it? I have likened thee as a comely and delicate woman, the apple of His eye. What is that resembling? Okay, that's resembling the beautiful precept that the brother just put up, man. All right, the elect being adorned for his husband, man. All right, the bride being adorned for the husband, man. You see? And what is that speaking about? The elect, those men that stood so stiffly, all right, sticking to the true sound doctrine and in faith and honesty, man. All right, pure integrity, all right, and believing. That's what made them perfect, man. See? That's what made them virgins, okay? Because they didn't deal with any other philosophy, man. Okay, they turned from all that worshiping idols, all right? Tezuray, Borgia, Buddha, Allah, whatever, Islam, whatever brothers was in, all right? And they turned and believed on YAHAWASHI. All right, so with that, the point is made, man. All right, that hey, we're perfect through YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. All right, and when He come back, he's going to reward His prophets, man. He's going to reward Romans 11, Revelations 11 and 18. Okay, just through the Spirit had me say that, man. All right, okay, He's going to reward His holy prophets and His servants all right, and the saints, man, all right, and destroy them that destroy the earth, okay? So with that, call Haloyim, Lo Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rachakodash, Brakatham, and the water Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, the spirit and truth. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of great millstone over the world, and taught me this truth through the spirit. And the water Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI for the spirit, man, okay? Call Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to my apostles again, as always. And salutations to the Zaquanian Wa'akim and Kosofoko to the earth that's teaching this truth. All right, motivated and determined to receiving the crown of life. All right, and shalom to the 130.